Hello again, this is Jake. In the previous video, I talked about the blockchain is a technology with built-in politics. Today, I will talk more about the characteristics of the blockchain as a technology. Are you ready to explore blockchain? Let's go. This image embodies a blockchain network. There are computers and individual users. Each of these computers means a node. Do you know the meaning of the nodes? Nodes are the fundamental part of the blockchain network. That is a decentralized ledger, and that is also used to maintain the cryptocurrency. According to InfoQ, an article titled Blockchain Node Providers and How They Work, which is written by Dean Newman, a blockchain node is an open source cross-platform runtime that allows developers to create various services. The P2P protocol allows nodes to communicate with each other within the network and to transfer information about transactions and the new blocks. And the article also specifies the node's role, as network nodes are responsible for the correctness and reliability of the storing the interdata in the distributed ledger. Which node can store a complete copy of the distributed ledger. Thanks to the blockchain nodes, and users can access the data and can view all the transactions conducted or stored on the network. These nodes are usually made up of individual independents. If it's a little larger than individual, companies operate each node independently. Since nodes are all independent in the blockchain network, each node's interests may be different. Of course, they may have the same interests as node operator, but not all of them can be the same. As such, the blockchain works by independent individuals participating in network operations. In some blockchains, nodes' rights or responsibilities may be set equally, and different privileges or responsibilities may be assigned between nodes. The power or weight of a particular node operator's decision-making may be different from that of other node operators. Depending on how you set the weight of the powers and responsibilities and decisions, the governance structure of the blockchain comes in various forms. There are two actors in blockchain network. First is machine, the computer, and the second is human. These two main actors work together in here. Obviously, you know that technology involves computing power. But do you know that blockchain operates by the human intervention? The reason why I especially emphasize the blockchain works through human intervention is because artificial intelligence, unmanned factories, drones, self-driving cars, automobiles, airplanes, robots, and IoTs, which are all mentioned as important technologies in the fourth industrial revolutions, are all operated excluding people. The final goal is to operate without people and to form of no human touch. Simply, this technology goal is to develop to extreme in the form of excluding human engagement. These days, when you visit a customer center at an online shopping mall, the chatbot answers first. AI responds to questions on behalf of people. You also heard about the AI judge, right? In fact, many countries are adopting the AI to make judges. Countries such as Estonia have already established an AI judge in a move to streamline government services and clear a backlog of cases for judges. The Estonian government used an AI judge to adjudicate small claim disputes such as contract claims under certain amounts. Similarly, in Canada, AI has been used in some areas of law such as startup property disputes and motor vehicle claims below a certain amount. In British Columbia, the Civil Resolutions Tribunal, in short CRT, uses a form of AI called an expert system. There are arguments that AI can overcome or avoid human biases by taking a data-driven approach. However, since blockchain operates on a decentralized P2P network, The blockchain side in P2P technologies tends to be opposite to the aforementioned trend. Blockchain works only when a large number of individuals participate. And the more people participate, the greater the value of technology tends to increase. There are very notable trends in 21st century technology trend. The reason why we should be more interested in blockchain technology is that there is still a human role in this area, and human involvement is required. These areas, which refers to the artificial intelligence, unmanned factories, and autonomous driving, will gradually lose their human position as it becomes extremely advanced. In society of the fourth industrial revolution, in which blockchain is advanced, it is very important as a technology that creates a position for people, and blockchain can be used to manage the data and code of these fourth industrial revolution technologies. Blockchain has a crucial meaning in this regard because blockchain can be fully used as a function that makes codes hacking impossible or guarantees the stability of the code. The key is the blockchain works by human intervention. Blockchain operated by artificial intelligence may come out of the world someday, but it will not be easy for a number of complex reasons. Therefore, I believe that blockchain technology must involve people to play a key role in making important decisions. I'm sure that you heard of a lot that the blockchain stores confirm facts or guarantees certain facts. However, in the blockchain, information that already exists does not always become true, but new information created through consensus is confirmed to be true. What does this mean? I'll give you an example. For example, if we assume that there is a fact that monkey hip is red, just on the premise that this information is true, the nodes do not share and store this information together and decide that the monkey hip is red. Nodes take the information, monkey hip is red, and define it as a fact through the process of agreeing together. Let's make this information a fact from now on, and then they store the information in the blockchain. In other words, data is created through consensus, not through finding the absolute right data. This is a political decision. I told you that consensus algorithms of blockchain is in the form of a political structure working together. Several consensus methods are possible, including majority agreement, two-thirds agreement, and a 100% agreement. And this agreement process is in a form in which a political structure is involved. In short, politics is incorporated into algorithm. Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper has this sentence: nodes can leave and rejoin the network at will, accepting the proof of work chain as a proof of what happened while they were gone. They vote with their CPU power, expressing their acceptance of valid blocks by working on extending them and rejecting invalid blocks by refusing to work on them. And needed rules and incentives can be enforced with this consensus mechanism. Politic actions are inherent in process of blockchain agreement. Blockchain can be seen as a technology implementation of politics. Let me tell you about politics combined with technology. Whenever there is a major change in blockchain project, it is always a topic of discussion who has authority to make decisions on these important issues. Like MakerDAO, the decision structure is different depending on whether token holders are the subjects of decision making or node operators decide. As I said before, many choices in fee price, block size, operations, and whether or not code is updated, all of this must be decided through decision making. Of course, we don't simply decide whether to fix the bug that was found, because it's something that everyone naturally agree with. But for example, when it comes to deciding on change the commission policy, the understanding of stakeholders can be different from each other. Some people will oppose and others will approve. That's why community has to make political decisions together through governance. When making these political decisions, projects that make the right decisions with a long-term vision will grow in a long run. And if the developers of this project receive the needs of the community and can implement the visions of the future well, such projects can grow significantly in the long run. To do this, communities must make political decisions together in a democratic way, where everyone in the ecosystem can agree on the process and the outcomes. There are two consensus in blockchain. One is a mechanical and physical consensus for data authentic agreement. This consensus algorithm works automatically, and usually project leaders make codes to create a foundation so that they can work as a protocol. Then the governance body is a social political consensus that determines on visions, policies, and etc. These two consensus works together in blockchain. In blockchain networks, consensus can work either explicitly or implicitly. Working implicitly involves tacit behavior. For example, tacit behavior is when a large number of individuals tacitly agree to a project leader's request to do so by silently following it without objecting, if in this case, decisions are taking place. As I said, Tezos first raised as issues of the need for governance organization in 2014. And third generation blockchains, or most projects aimed at DAO, are creating governance bodies. You can see that these projects that create and operate governance organizations are projects that consider the project itself really seriously. Formally creating a governance body and having multiple individuals participate in it inevitably reduce the power of direct decision making of the leader group. And that may reduce the benefit of the leader group that they can take within the ecosystem, because decision may not be centered on their interest. However, in order to create a larger ecosystem and realize the decentralized spirit of the blockchain, those authorities and privileges are broadly put down, and it reduces the project leader group's authority and interest for bigger picture and for the benefit of the majority who participated in the ecosystem. I think such projects can grow farther in the long run. We will cheer for those projects and we'll try to be one of those projects. So we have talked about various characteristics of the blockchain technology and how governance is an important factor in decision making in the blockchain. I will be back with more topics related to blockchain governance. And see you soon, and happy Protocon everyone. This was Jake Lee.
프로토콘이 궁금하다면 좋아요, 구독, 알림 설정까지.